Why are you so up in arms? Why are you so willing to let go of the promises God has for you? To let go of your faith? To abandon the areas that God has called you to? Ye of little faith. Ye of little faith. For it is impossible to please God without faith. So just because you aren't receiving the instant gratification, instant response from God, you're willing to give up everything? It's time you got to know how God works, how the spirit realm works, and how spiritual warfare plays out. And that is why I am here right now. So let's go to Daniel 10, 12 through 14. It says, "Then he continued, 'Do not be afraid, Daniel, since the first day that you set your mind to gain understanding and to humble yourself before your God, your words were heard, and I have come in response to them. But the prince of the Persian kingdom resisted me 21 days. Then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, because I was detained there with the king of Persia. Now I have come to explain to you what will happen to your people in the future, for the visions concern a time yet to come.'" Sometimes when God is quiet and we aren't receiving the revelations and the convictions from God that we typically do, when things are a bit slower than usual, we think that God isn't working, and we think that he isn't near. But that is far from the case. That is far from the case, because remember, for Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." God is working. God has sent angels to fight for us and to send us a message, the same way he did to Daniel. After Daniel received the vision, he prayed and he asked God for confirmation and just overall revelations and interpretation of his dream. And an angel came to him. It was revealed to him that the angel was fighting for him. The angel told Daniel that he was fighting for 21 days against the prince of Persia, who resisted the angel's ability to approach and provide Daniel with the revelations and the interpretation that he truly needed. So we wrestle not against flesh and blood. When you think God is being quiet or when you aren't receiving answers, this is the time to get on your knees and to back away from the table. This is your time to pray and fast so that the angels that God sends to you can be victorious in battle. The angel that God sent Daniel was in a mighty battle, and then Angel Michael, he ended up backing him up in battle, which allowed him to then provide the revelations to Daniel. And Daniel, during this time, he didn't lose faith. Instead, he mourned. He backed away from the table, and he fasted and prayed. So that is what you have to do as well. So when you aren't receiving the answers that you want and need right now, this is the time to go into war. Go into war, pray, fast, and put on the armor of God. Your angels need backing. Being a faithful servant requires partnership and collaboration with God. We cannot expect to be victorious, even though God is almighty, he is sovereign, he is omnipresent. It requires our collaboration and our partnership with him, because it is truly the only way that we grow in faith and we grow in strength in the spiritual realm. So God is not punishing you. He is calling you to go deeper. He is calling you to pray without ceasing, to fast, because the stronger the spiritual warfare, the stronger the battle, it requires you to be a stronger saint. So put on the armor of God, fight, 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 and you will receive victory. Because remember, the victory is already won. All you have to do is continue the fight and partner with God, and you will receive the answers you need. So you faithful saints out there, what I need for you to do is like, share, comment. Share this with somebody who you know needs this word, who you know was in a battle, and who need some encouragement to keep going. Like it so that it can reach other people, and comment. Comment that you are victorious through our Almighty God, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I love you guys so much, and until next time, bye.